Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, welcome to another video. So can we just very quickly address the elephant in the room? Yes, I don't know what has happened, but this week my skin seems to have exploded, so we're not going to talk about skin this week. Instead, we're going to be talking about hair, because that seems to be going a little bit better for me. So this is going to be a follow-on from a video that I made just a few weeks ago, when I went to, essentially it was called a hair spa, but what they did like a scalp analysis, they did a very personalized treatment, and they really taught me a lot about my hair and how I should optimize my hair routine for the goals that I have and for my particular hair type. So if this is your first video that you're watching, I have very fine, very thin hair. I suffered from some hair loss. I've been kind of going on this sort of hair health journey, if you want to call it that. And at the moment, my hair is doing pretty well, and I'm just trying to grow it a little bit longer, but also at the same time, keep it nice and healthy at the same time. And if this is your first time here, then I would highly recommend you subscribe if you want to see more videos about skin, hair, and health. And before we start the video, please do hit the like button because it really, really helps my channel. So the first thing, and probably the most drastic change in my hair care routine, even since last year, is now I wash my hair every single day. And I know this might seem a little bit controversial, because before I was saying that you should leave your hair as long as possible between washes, even maybe not even washing it at all if you're into kind of like the no poo thing. But honestly, it didn't really work for my hair. My hair's very thin, it gets greasy very quickly, regardless of how long I left it between the washes. Every other day, it would still be greasy, at least by the end of the day. But when I went and did my scalp analysis, it showed that my hair was not only oily, but also quite dry, and the follicles were very, very blocked with that kind of congestion from all the congealed, I guess, hair grease that I had just been letting kind of fester on my hair bed. Obviously, this is a bit gross, and this definitely doesn't help with hair growth. And so since then, I have actually been washing my hair every single day, and I've been using a different shampoo which contains a lot of very natural ingredients, and it is called Nature's Organic Anti-Hair Loss Shampoo. So this is a very delicately cleansing hair shampoo which is suitable for a daily wash. At the same time as being cleansing, it is also very moisturizing. So the different types of extracts that they have in here are things like organic chamomile, which is very soothing for the scalp, as well as green tea extract. So caffeine is very stimulating for your hairbed, which promotes hair growth. It also has things like citric acid and some wheat proteins, which is obviously very good for the strength of your hair as well. So I'll leave a link to this if you're interested in getting this. No, I'm not sponsored, but I should be. So the reason why I'm now washing it every single day is, like I mentioned, it is all about keeping your hair follicles very clear. It's about keeping your scalp very, very healthy, and just letting your hair kind of come through and grow as big and strong as possible. And I have found that with washing my hair every single day, my hair is definitely not getting greasier, which was something that I was worried about, and something that I think is a little bit of a myth. Because I was always under the impression that the more often you wash it, the quicker your scalp will then compensate and produce more of its own oil. And maybe that's true with conventional shampoos, but this is definitely not the case with the shampoo that I have been using. If anything, it's quite nice to have just like clean hair every day. And especially, like I mentioned, here in Singapore, you're very hot, you're very sweaty all the time. So at least you have clean hair. So the second thing I do is I use a conditioner. Obviously, this isn't a special or a specific conditioner that I was recommended at all. It's just one that I have been using. I tried it a few weeks ago. It kind of does the job. I don't absolutely love it, if I'm totally honest. I think this is for slightly thicker hair. So I am in the market for something that is specifically for fine hair as well as very, very dry hair, because I do have naturally very dry hair, which kind of makes sense. I do also have dry skin, and your hair and skin is often kind of connected. So yeah, it does the job. It's from Lush. I do like it. Like, it does definitely condition my hair. It smells very nice. But I would say that, yeah, I might be in the market for something else if anyone has any recommendations. So when I use conditioner, I mostly focus on the ends, because as you can see here, this is where my hair is the driest. I might do a little bit of a coating right at the top just to make sure that the whole strand is covered, but I do avoid getting it into the scalp as much as possible, because if you do this, this can cause some congestion and can clog, again, your hair follicles, and it's obviously going to undo all the cleansing that you did with your shampoo. But if you're worried about getting too dry of a scalp, which is something that I definitely was a little bit worried about, you know, constantly putting on shampoo, but nothing to sort of replace any of the moisture that may or may not have been stripped off, then the next step is going to definitely help with that. So the next step is also a new part of my routine. Again, it's something that I do every single day, and it is after I have come out the shower, my hair is damp or a little bit towel dried, and I use this anti-hair loss tonic from the same company, Nature's Organic, and I'm not joking, I absolutely love this. This is like my favorite part of my new hair care routine. It is super, super tingly. It just feels so, so, so nice, quite like cold on your head. And what you do is I just kind of separate it out, comb it through, and spray it on as much as possible into the hairbed and kind of like rub it in. So do it all over my hair, really, really kind of get that in, really sort of massage it in. And yeah, like I said, it just feels so, so, so nice. So there's a number of different active ingredients in this that not only promotes hair growth, but also helps to rebalance the scalp. So like I mentioned before, if you're worried about, you know, having a scalp that's a bit too dry from all the washing, then this will definitely help with that. So the first active ingredient in this is rosemary. So rosemary is very, very stimulating, and it just essentially promotes blood flow to your head. So bringing blood flow to your head is super important for bringing nutrients to the sort of the hair follicles and really promoting a really good and healthy, strong hair growth. The second thing this contains is caffeine. Now, caffeine is something that directly impacts something called DHT, which is dihydrotestosterone, which is an androgen that actually directly causes hair loss, especially in men, but also in women, especially as men and women get older. So what caffeine does, it blocks the DHT, which stops the hair from falling out. And also, like I mentioned, it is stimulating for the follicles, which again helps to actively promote hair growth. So the third thing is something that I mentioned before. It has chamomile, which is very, very soothing for the scalp. And it also contains aloe vera, which is a natural moisturizer. So obviously, I'm not saying you have to buy exactly this one, but when you are looking for a type of hair tonic, maybe have a look and see if they contain some of these ingredients. But there's also other ingredients that are pretty good. So there's things like peppermint, which is similar acting to rosemary, different types of peptides and proteins to, again, just kind of strengthen your hair. It's whatever you feel like your hair needs the most. But one thing I do want to mention, and probably something I should mention more in my videos, is that even though I like to use lots of kind of natural ingredients, so things like essential oils and extracts, there is a higher risk of sensitivities and allergies and reactions to them. So definitely do try it on a small patch on your hand before obviously shoving it all over your head. So once I have washed, conditioned, and put my lovely hair tonic into my hair, it is time to dry my hair. Now, I would say about half of the time I use a hairdryer and the other half I just let it dry completely naturally. It does dry very quickly. I just don't always love walking out of the gym with like soaking wet hair. But if I am gonna blow dry my hair, then I do two things. The first thing is that I always use the cold air setting on my hairdryer. And the second thing is that I use this heat protection milk by Kerastase. It's called Ciment Thermique. It's basically a heat protecting serum, which is very lightweight. So it's very suitable for people with thin hair like myself. And it does make your hair feel quite nice and smooth. And yeah, I really like this product if you are interested in some heat protection. So on top of my daily wash routine, I also use a leave-in hair mask twice a week. So on Wednesdays and Saturdays when I don't go to the gym, in the mornings, that is when I use this moisturizing mask. It is from the same company, Nature's Organic. And you don't have to use this brand specifically. I do like this one though. It is very rich. It feels very, very moisturizing. It's paraben-free, colorant-free, allergen-free fragrance with organic extracts, which all sounds very, very nice. But I really like as well, like the pump hair growth one, Kerastase. They have quite a lot of very nice hair masks as well. It doesn't really matter, just pick one that you like, and I would say use that one twice a week, I would say. And especially, like I mentioned before, really, really focus on the ends. Try not to get too much into the actual scalp bed because, like we said, we don't want to be clogging up those hair follicles. And yeah, I think that this is really, really important because, like I mentioned, my hair is very dry and I do feel like it needs just a little extra boost. So I think that this has really helped to keep my ends very soft, keep them very smooth. And yeah, again, I just really like this as part of my routine. It's a very relaxing thing to do. So with skincare and hair care routines, as you guys know, they do change a lot as your skin changes, your hair changes, you know, your skin and hair has different needs. And I would say at the moment, I like this, but there are a few things that I might be looking to change. So I think that I would like to change and find a better conditioner. This one is fine, it does the job, but I don't like absolutely love it. And like I said before, it's a little bit heavy for thin hair. And the second thing that I am looking for is like a hair serum. So just like a leave-in hair serum, perhaps once I've finished blow drying it or once it's dry. The issue with hair serums as well is that, again, they can be a little bit too heavy for people like myself with thin hair, or they just make the hair look a bit sort of greasy and a bit oily at the ends. So I'm going to be doing some testing, experimentation, see if I can find any, and if I find any, then I'll definitely recommend to you guys. Or if you have any recommendations, obviously please do leave them in the comment section down below. And the last thing I want to mention is it's not just my products and my routine that have changed, but also I have started taking a few different supplements, because obviously you can look after your hair as much as you like once it's out of your head, but you want to be promoting that growth from the inside, and obviously the different nutrients and vitamins and minerals and things that you're taking are going to have a big role to play in that. So if you want to see a follow-up video on the different supplements and things that I'm taking, because I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a concoction at the moment, then definitely do hit the like button or leave a comment down below. But in the meantime, I hope you liked this video, and I will see you again very soon for another one. Bye!